What's up, you guys? Team Money back here with a new video, and today the video's on 80th anniversary Iron Man, classic Iron Man. So yeah, I pre-ordered this sort of from GameStop. So I basically put down $5 and they'll call you when it comes in. So yeah, got that. So I got this Iron Man. But let's get into the box before we get into the figure. So you see all the figure with all the accessories inside. The Marvel 80 Years logo right there. Legends logo. It says Iron Man. You got a picture of Iron Man on the side. So yeah. And then on the back, you got another picture of Iron Man. Another picture of the 80th anniversary logo. And then a bio, so pause to read that now. And then on the other side, you got the same picture as from this side. And then on the top, there's nothing except for this little clip. And on the bottom, nothing, just a UPC. And yeah, so that is the box. So let's get on to the figure. Okay, guys, so here's this figure out of the package. And this figure is really awesome. So yeah, let's get on to it, but I am going to move you guys off to the side because this lighting, for some reason, in my room, and the lighting is being kind of weird. But if we stand this guy back up, boom! Okay, so this figure, pretty awesome. So, yeah, it's a nice classic Iron Man. But before we get too in detail with the figure, let's get to his accessories. Okay, for this guy's accessories, we have 3 interchangeable heads, 2 pairs of interchangeable hands, we have some blast effects, and we have some, sprawling out blast effects. So to get on to these, we'll get on to the heads later, but the hands, so they were repulsor blasting hands. These look pretty good. There's a nice red for them. Come on, focus more. There we go. Okay. So yeah, they're a nice red. The sculpted lines on them are pretty clean. You can see the plug there to port in the blast effect, and then a cool thing is that the fingers aren't just straight. They're a little bit bent, like how they should be. But the one thing is that Hasbro's doing this more, it doesn't have a hinge. And that's kind of annoying, because we can't get, relaxed hands, too. But I'm overall fine with it, because this is how I'd want these repulsor blast hands even being in the first place. But now getting on to the fisted hands. These look nice. Again, the line work's nice. And you can see the little yellow in there for the repulsor. It's kind of like that, so yeah. But one thing that I don't like is that all the hinges on this figure, the red isn't shiny. And that just shot down. But yeah, so the red isn't shiny, which I don't like. I wish it was shiny on the hinges. See, on the hinges, it's way more flat than on here. But it's fine. It's not too big of a gripe. But yeah. So you got those, and then you got the normal repulsor blast effects, but these aren't, translucent like the other ones. They're actually just solid paint. It's a nice yellow fading into a white. So yeah. And then you got these extra blast effects that port into there if you want to, and this ports into there. So then you got an extra big one. Or you can take that out. And there goes the hand. And just put that in and have it normal. So yeah. But this is pretty cool. It has some nice sculpting. And we'll see if this fits on any other Iron Man figures too. So yeah. But nice sculpting. Really cool. But yeah. And on mine, most people have been having a defect where they can't get this to plug in here snugly. Mine plugs in very snugly. Huh, and this is a whole different piece. I didn't see, it's kind of coming apart there. Don't really care, but hey. Cool, but yeah. Mine goes in snugly. But anyways, let's get on to the figure. Okay, so we're the first head that we're going to be looking at. This is the one that you get with it in the package. When it comes out of the package. But this is the normal classic look. And this head looks really good. It's a nice gold. You have a nice gold, nice red. And the sculpting looks very good. So yeah. Nice classic Iron Man look. Then the next one is the classic nosed Iron Man look. So yeah, this one has a nose on the helmet. So yeah, I kind of wish they did the one with the horns instead of this one. But this one's pretty good, and you can sort of see the gold lines in there in the mouth. Yeah, this one looks good. Not my preferred one out of the two masked head sculpts, but pretty good. And then popping on the unmasked head sculpt. Now this is comic Iron Man. Yeah, this is awesome. So that looks just like Iron Man. This eye's a little cockeyed, but that's okay. You got the butt chin there. The nice sort of goatee. The hair looks really nice. There's no shading in it, though. That's fine, because it's a comic character. And you can see there, I do have a defect on the hair. You can sort of see it. It kind of pops back, but I can just scoot it in, and it looks normal. And it goes with the sculpt. But you can pop it there, and you can sort of see it. Nothing too big. But yeah, so now getting on to the figure. The neck has a nice lining sculpt. And then the overall figure has a nice bulk to him. So yeah, unlike the original classic Iron Man from back in the day for Hasbro, that one was very skinny. This one's nice and bulky. So yeah. Torso, all the details look good. These little knobs there, the shoulder sort of pieces. And then this arc reactor is actually a separate piece in there. Sort of see. So yeah. And then also what I like is that all the gold on here is actually a plastic piece. None of the gold has been painted. Like here, sort of see, but this gold piece here was just pegged on and glued onto here. So yeah. And on the face. Like the gold face mask was just put on. So yeah. But anyways, nice sculpting. Looks like the classic version. Hands look nice on the body. Then here, be careful of these just in case they do break, these little circle things. But I have played with this for a little bit, and they haven't been breaking, so that's pretty good. Also, the red on camera is way lighter than it is in person. But, yeah. Nice sculpting on the crotch, Iron Man butt. All the muscles in the legs look good. And then the boots and the feet. So yeah. It does actually look like this, it's a man in a suit. So yeah, which is good. But now let's get on to articulation. Okay, so now we have a different head on here. And this head moves up that much, so you can get some great flying poses. It moves down that much, side to side. Shoulder moves, arm moves out that much. Rotates 360. Rotates at the bicep. Double jointed elbows, but only move a little over 90 degrees. Rotates at the wrist on the repulsor blast, but on the fist, it does hinge. Torso moves forward that much. Back a good amount so you can get him some good flying poses. Waist swivel. Hips move outward that much. Forward. Upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Rotates at the boot up here. And then foot moves down, up, and ankle pivot. And I will say that this lower knee part is a little loose. And this foot is way too loose. But you can't get feet all the way back there. So yeah, that's pretty good. But now let's go on to size comparisons. Okay, so for our first size comparison, let's just do it against the Iron Mans I do have. I don't have much. But yeah, I have, the Mark 47 and the Mark 50. And as you can see, the blast effects work perfect on both of these figures. This one I do not have on the Mark 50, I do not have the open hands to plug them in. So yeah, wasn't able to try that, but it should work, because it worked on this guy. But, they stand good next to each other, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, so here's this guy up next to two other classic Avengers I have, because the Avengers collection that I'm going for comics is the classic ones. So yeah, we have the other 80th anniversary Hulk and the retro carded Ant-Man. And these three all look good next to each other. So yeah. This Hulk looks awesome next to this Iron Man. He looks pretty good next to the Ant-Man. So yeah. Let's get on to our last size comparison. And here's this guy up next to the big time repainted Scarlet Spider. And they look really nice next to each other. So now let's get on to conclusions. Okay, so for conclusions, I say you should definitely pick up this Iron Man figure. It's our best Marvel Legends comic book Iron Man, and it's just a really fun figure. You get those awesome blast effects, awesome accessories in general, and yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe, and goodbye.